It's your girl Blue checking in. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Y'all know the deals. Let's get into this lace. So this is how my closure looks after I've bleached it and added my highlights. And as you can see, the hairline is still borderline thick. This is the shampoo and conditioner I like to use, especially when I'm dealing with blondes or bleach. So all I'm doing here is just preparing to secure my closure down so that when I start plucking, it won't be all over the place. I do prefer starting to sew from the middle of the closure and working my way down. This allows your closure not to move and for it to stay exactly where you want it. I do recommend placing your closure an inch above your cap before sewing it down, but for video purposes, I did want you guys to clearly be able to see what I'm doing when creating this hairline. So now that I have one side completely sewed down, I'm just going to go ahead and repeat that process on the other side. Let's get into this hairline. This is my all-time favorite styling hair mousse, and the smell is just a plus for me, but I'm going to start applying it to the hairline so that I can clearly see what I'm doing. To avoid over plucking, I always part out the first section of the closure and start plucking behind. This just allows me room to correct anything that may have been over plucked, and also it gives a nice natural look to the closure. So my goal here is to alleviate any hard lines. I want to give it a very natural look. So again, this just helps me to remove any hard lines and any bulkiness from the closure or the frontal. So now that I've finished plucking behind this line of demarcation, I'm going to go ahead and pull it back so that I can get that hard line out the front of the closure to give it an even more natural approach. And I really love that snatch look in my frontals and my closures. That's why you see me just going through and just snatching pieces, because I really want it to look like it grew out of my scalp. And I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit more product. It allows me to see exactly where I'm at when plucking my frontal or my closure. So I see it's a little bit more bulky on one side than the other. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start plucking behind the hairline to alleviate some of that bulk. So now that I've finished plucking, you see how natural looking my closure looks. And girl, look at that hairline. It is slayed. What lace? What lace?